Archaeologists have uncovered ancient religious beliefs and practices from the Egyptian Book of the Dead. From the content of the book, including spells and rituals, to the overall legacy and influence of this remarkable book, let's take a look into the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Origins and purpose. The Egyptian Book of the Dead is a collection of religious texts that were used by ancient Egyptians to guide the deceased through the afterlife. The book was originally known as the Book of Coming Forth by Day and was written on papyrus scrolls or inscribed on tomb walls. The earliest version of the book dates to the New Kingdom period, around 1550 BCE, and continued to be used until the end of the Ptolemaic period in 30 BCE. The purpose of the book was to provide a guide for the deceased to navigate the perilous journey through the underworld and to ensure that they were properly prepared for the judgment of the gods. The book contained spells, prayers, and hymns that were intended to protect the deceased from evil spirits and to help them pass through the various stages of the afterlife. It also provided instructions on how to perform the necessary rituals and offerings to the gods. The Book of the Dead reflects the ancient Egyptian belief in the importance of the afterlife and the continuity of the soul. The Egyptians believed that the afterlife was a mirror image of the physical world, and that the soul needed to be properly prepared to make the journey. They also believed that the soul was made up of a multitude of components, and that each component needed to be properly cared for to ensure the soul's survival. The Egyptian Book of the Dead provides insight into the religious beliefs and practices of ancient Egyptians. It reflects their belief in the importance of the afterlife and the continuity of the soul, and provides a guide for the deceased to navigate the perilous journey through the underworld. Structure and content. Structure of the Book of the Dead is divided into chapters or spells, with each spell focusing on a particular aspect of the afterlife journey. The spells were written in hieroglyphics and accompanied by illustrations of the gods and goddesses that the deceased would encounter on their journey. The illustrations were intended to aid the deceased in identifying the gods and understanding their role in the afterlife. The content of the Book of the Dead includes a range of topics, including guidance on how to navigate the afterlife, instructions on how to perform rituals and offerings to the gods, and protection spells to ward off evil spirits. The spells also include hymns of praise to the gods and goddesses, expressing the deceased's gratitude for their assistance in the afterlife. One of the most significant aspects of the Book of the Dead is the inclusion of the negative confession, which was a list of 42 sins that the deceased would deny having committed before the gods. The negative confession was a crucial part of the judgment process, as the deceased's heart was weighed against a feather to determine if they were worthy of entering the afterlife. If the heart was heavier than the feather, it was believed that the deceased had committed one of the sins on the list, and they would be devoured by the demon, Amit. The Book of the Dead remains a crucial artifact for understanding the religion and culture of ancient Egypt. Significance in ancient Egypt. The Egyptian Book of the Dead is significant in ancient Egypt for several reasons. First, it reflects the importance of religion in ancient Egyptian society, where the afterlife was considered to be as important as the physical world. The book demonstrates how the ancient Egyptians prepared for death and how they believed that the soul continued to exist beyond physical death. Second, the Book of the Dead highlights the importance of ritual and magic in ancient Egyptian religion. The spells and incantations contained in the book were believed to have real power, and the deceased's ability to navigate the afterlife depended on their successful use. Third, the Book of the Dead provided a sense of comfort and security to the ancient Egyptians, assuring them that they could achieve eternal life in the afterlife if they followed the correct procedures. This belief was particularly important to the ancient Egyptians, who faced many dangers and uncertainties in their everyday lives. Finally, the Book of the Dead has significant archaeological and historical value. The illustrations and text provide a wealth of information about ancient Egyptian religion, mythology, and society. The book has allowed historians and archaeologists to reconstruct ancient Egyptian beliefs and practices, and to gain a deeper understanding of this ancient civilization. The Egyptian Book of the Dead played a crucial role in ancient Egyptian religion and culture. The book provided guidance and comfort to the ancient Egyptians, while also providing significant historical and archaeological value to modern scholars. Legacy and influence. The influence of the Book of the Dead extends beyond ancient Egypt, with its impact being felt in modern culture. Its influence can be seen in art, literature, and film, where it has been used as a source of inspiration for centuries. For example, the Book of the Dead has influenced the work of many artists, including the famous surrealist painter Salvador Dali. Dali's works often include imagery and themes drawn from the book, and he created several artworks inspired by the ancient Egyptian afterlife. In literature, the Book of the Dead has also had a significant impact. Many authors have drawn inspiration from the book's themes and imagery, including authors such as H.P. Lovecraft and Neil Gaiman. In Gaiman's book, American Gods, the character Anubis appears as a major figure, drawing directly from the ancient Egyptian mythology found in the Book of the Dead. Finally, the Book of the Dead has also had a significant impact on popular culture. The Mummy films of the 20th century starring Brendan Fraser, for example, were heavily influenced by the book's themes and imagery, with the mummy itself being a figure from ancient Egyptian mythology. The Book of the Dead has had a lasting impact on both ancient and modern culture. Its influence can be seen in art, literature, and film, and it continues to fascinate and inspire people around the world. The Book of the Dead remains a valuable artifact for understanding ancient Egyptian religion and culture, while also serving as a source of inspiration for contemporary artists and creators. Interpretation and meaning. It is important to note that the interpretation and meaning of the Book of the Dead has evolved over time. In ancient Egypt, the book was viewed as a practical guide to the afterlife, with its spells and incantations providing real power to the deceased. However, in modern times, the book is often viewed more as a work of art and literature, with its images and texts providing a glimpse into the beliefs and practices of ancient Egypt. There is also ongoing debate among scholars about the true meaning and significance of the Book of the Dead. Some argue that the book reflects a purely religious belief system, while others suggest that it served a more practical purpose, such as providing a guide to the afterlife for the ruling elite of ancient Egypt. Despite these debates, the Book of the Dead remains a fascinating and valuable artifact for understanding ancient Egyptian religion and culture. Its significance has endured for thousands of years, and its influence continues to be felt in modern times. The Egyptian Book of the Dead reveals the religious beliefs and practices of ancient Egyptians. It remains a valuable artifact that sheds a light on the religion and culture of one of the world's oldest civilizations. Let us know what you think about the Book of the Dead in the comments section below, and subscribe for more incredible content from us. See you in the next video.